Good evening, everybody.
Hello.
Look at that. I think it's like my third on-time start in a
I
row.
know.
Y'all should play lottery.
Or,
Me going live on time, three lives in a row is I
right.
think
Or buy more life insurance, one of the
winning
two.
Mega Millions or something like that. I just started. All right, so let's say hi to everybody. Hi, Wicked.
We got some faces I haven't seen in a bit.
Let me see. Cousin Joe, hi. MTT, Sheila, Sadie, Barbie, Police Wife Life, Steven, and goodbye, Steven. Have a good night, Joel. Hey, Paige. Haven't seen you in a while. Welcome back. Hey, Jules. Thank you for showing support. Jules, you should really start watching this. Jules, how many shows do you must watch nothing that I watch. Every time Jules comes, although I appreciate the support. Sierra, hi. Kendra, Tina, Ellie, Sherry,
Barbie,
Joanne, Angelica, Barbie, Miss Lisa, Paula, Jojo, Mikey, Keela, Jenny, Terry Lewis, Lisbeth, Mia's mommy, Vixie, Snurk, Pipsqueak. I had a good run there. That was a good run I had right in a row there. Tracy.
Excellent.
Tracy. Mish, Jenny G, Bijou, SC, Tracy P, Coffee, and I think we're good. And Pam. Okay, so Meri just broke the internet a little bit. Thank you, Tooth Fairy.
Thank you.
Meri just broke the internet a little bit. And hi, everybody. I don't feel like being on camera much today.
Yeah.
Hey, Sly. Meri broke the internet just now with her post about her new man. So let's talk about it a little bit.
Good for her.
Yeah, no, I'm happy for her. I'm happy.
I am going to say that this is crushing. Oh, Cody Brown's fragile ego. First it was Christine. Now it's Meri. Like if Janelle found a guy to start dating, oh, he'd like chop his curls off. The tendrils would go.
Oh man, the tendrils are probably just all fell out. Hey, Rody. Yeah. So let's pull up the pictures and see what we're dealing with. I know I posted a little bit of it on IG. Speaking of IG, let me pull that up.
He's a good-looking dude.
Let's get into our share screen. Low Tech John. Share. Okay. Let me bump us. Let's get rid of our little pictures because we don't need to see our avatars. And then search for Meri. Oh, what happened there?
Uh-oh, something went wrong.
There we go. All right, so here we have Meri's post. So, Amos, huh?
Yeah, he doesn't look like an Amos.
The only Amos I know are John Amos and Famous Amos. Those are the only two Amoses I know. Yeah. And he looks a lot different from them both.
Yeah. But
but Amos, okay. Is it Amos
or
Amos?
Origin like I know name Tori that Amos. Is. Like that's an old school name. Let's find out what Origin.
Wasn't John Amos the guy from like Sanford and Son?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Okay. So let's have a look see here. He does look a little Cody-esque in the face. A little.
It's the beard.
Imagine tendrils like right here. Can you see the mouse? And like right here.
No, not the tendrils.
Imagine just a couple of like, nice curly tendrils. I don't know. He looks like, I'm not saying it's John Amos was from Good Times. That's right.
Yes.
Temporary layoffs with Florida Evans. Okay. So let's see what Meri has to say. Meet Amos, the good-looking guy I've been dating. Oh, wait, birthday. So, happy birthday, Meri. So, congrats. Is looking for a bit different for me this year, and I might say I know how it looks. Meet Amos, the good-looking guy I've been dating since October. He's not 6'6", nor is he a pilot. Why does she lead with that?
Because I think people have been trying to guess that, oh, he's a pilot. Oh, he's 6'6". So she's like,
That seems very specific. No, like
well,
why would you
well, it's Cody Brown.
when you're introducing like the new love of your life? I wouldn't start with saying, well, he's not 6'6" and he's not a pilot. Like, you're, I don't know. I don't know. That's just a little odd to me, right? No.
Maybe I think she's just dispelling because she's probably been linked with a few people, and it's like, no, he's not 6'6", and no, he's not the pilot. So she's saying,
maybe
no, it
people were
wasn't that
saying
guy, and it's not
she.
that guy. This is the guy.
All right, so he's not 6 foot. It's like me. Hi, me, Cody. He's not blonde hair and blue eyes, but he'll do. Like this, like my Cody. Like here's my husband, Cody. Like he's not blonde hair and blue eyes, but he's okay. I don't.
I'm okay.
No, I'm just
Great.
no. Shut up. I'm just trying to make a point. Okay, so he's not 6'6", nor is he a pilot, but he loves Christmas almost as much as I do, and we laugh a lot together, both of which are important elements to a relationship. Also, Zona absolutely loves him. Oh, Zona's a dog, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And I probably shouldn't know the answer to these questions, but my blogging game has been not on par as it usually is. So there's that.
Mia.
Okay, I've been keeping this kind of close to me as we've been enjoying the last few months of dating and getting to know each other. As I've considered when and how I wanted to share this fun news and share him with the world. Just kidding, not really sharing. I'm keeping him to myself. I knew I wanted to celebrate my birthday in a special way and let you celebrate this with me. I feel like I'm getting this year off to a great start, and I can't wait to share more with you as the new year moves forward. But so let's look at the picture. So,
Nice picture, yes.
oh, that's cute. They look really happy.
Yeah, he's got like very kind eyes.
And he does. That's it. So good for Meri.
Good for Meri.
He does look a little Cody-ish, though. I'm sorry. Cody, come here and tell me he doesn't look like Cody a little bit. Again,
I just
for
think
me,
it's the
it's the
beard.
tendrils. You put them tendrils right here, and doesn't he look like a little bit like Cody?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's roughly the same height. I mean, Cody was only like 5'11".
He has a bigger face.
No, but that's good. They look really happy, and I'm excited for Meri. If you've been watching me over the years covering Sister Wives, I've always had a soft spot for Meri. She just never had it easy in that family. Not being able to give Cody all the kids that he wanted, like the miscarriages, the all of it, and then I think it's been what? How long has it been since the whole catfish scandal came out?
About 7 years.
I think it's longer than that. Like, what's that, 2016, 2015, I want to say? Like 8 or 9 years ago? So it's taken her this long, and after, especially after the whole catfish thing, my heart bled for her because poor thing tried 10 years. So it's been a decade. See? So, when that happened, I'm like, oh my God, this poor thing tried to get away. And this isn't no Jackie from Oklahoma. So Meri winning again on this picture. And then she got stuck with Jackie, the lesbian from Oklahoma. And it just, God, I felt, and then that was really the end of it. After that happened on Sister Wives, 10 years ago, Meri was just never the same. Then Meri was doing everything she could to get back on the good graces. She divorced Cody to let Robin be the first wife. So, Cody can adopt Robin's kids without there being an issue. Something I'm like, like, was it so much Meri offering that, or was that like Cody kind of demanding it behind the scenes? I don't know. But he's treated Meri like a dog.
Yes.
for like how many seasons now?
Oh, we're talking at least 7 or more, 8.
No, a knife to the kidneys, Wicked. A knife
It
to
wouldn't let me type knife.
it's a knife to the kidneys. Oh man.
It wouldn't let me type the knife, so I had to change it to whack.
Oh, knife might be one of my no words. One of my banned words.
So, yeah, I tried it and it was like, no. Then I was like, okay, a whack.
But
I figured
yeah.
you'd realize what I was trying to say.
Yeah, no, I now, yeah, now I do. I probably put knife on blocked words. I gotta look at my block words because there's a lot of stuff that that's kind of dated now. I gotta look at that. But yeah, so good for her. Like, the only thing that made me think kind of negatively about Meri was the stuff that Peyton on our interview
Had
about a
brought
year ago.
up.
Wow, that was about a
Yeah.
year ago to the day almost. Wow, it was a year ago.
Well, hopefully with, being away from the family and getting a lot of independence and moving forward and not so much having to protect the family, she's able to move forward.
And then also circling back to like, so then she had like the catfish thing and the last 2 seasons, Cody was like, "Why are you here?" I mean, literally, he's saying it to her face. What?
Right.
Go, leave. Like, I don't care about you. I don't want you in my family anymore. And Lord, I couldn't even imagine being Meri and watching these episodes back and seeing that and trying to have any respect for yourself. But I guess she felt bad about the whole catfishing thing and wanted to do whatever, so she moved on. Oh no, so listen, like it didn't make, and although I do believe everything Peyton said because he had absolutely no reason to lie, I don't think that what Meri did, if it was so horrific, she wouldn't have, you know what I mean?
Right.
But then you also have like the clips where Robin, was saying she didn't want Meri to like watch the kids. Remember that?
I do. Yes.
This is all stuff that we've talked about over and over and over again. But yeah, good for her.
I was thinking about that Peyton interview, and that was like the first time that a brown child spoke freely without any like parental units around. It wasn't like a setup interview. He just was like, yeah, here. And basically no consequence. You're like, okay, yeah, here I am. What are they going to do?
I think it was the first time any Brown spoke freely, to be honest with you. And that's why that interview blew up the way it did. And I'm still getting comments on that stupid comment thing. John, you don't have to interview people. You overtalked them. Like you should let it, and again, for the 1 million time, that interview was never planned with me and Peyton. It was, Maria W was here, and we were going to talk about the last episode of the reunion or the tell-all or whatever. I DM'd Peyton 30 seconds prior to the live starting, saying, "Hey, we're doing this live. You want to come up?" And then like he came up, and we were like, "What? He's actually backstage." And so my only regret is not over talking him or whatever, is that I cut it off at the 3-hour mark.
Yeah, he would have went a lot longer.
I could have kept that going for like another like 3 hours, I think.
Oh, easily.
If I wanted. But I might get 3 hours. Like, this is probably a good point to kill it. But that's the only regret I have with that interview, was ending it too soon. And by too soon, 3 hours. But, I've been watching this show since day one, and everybody in the comments were, and he was giving a lot of information. So, I was trying my best to ask him questions that I wanted to know answers to. People in the chat were asking questions, so I would try to get everybody covered. But yeah. And what he said about, what he intimated about Meri wasn't was, oh wow. But again, famous Amos.
Yeah, I mean, I think even if you would have had a half an hour, you still wouldn't have been to be prepared because it
How
was
do you
just
prepare
like,
yourself for like to ask somebody questions, you know, that you've been watching a show on for what, 12 years? No, Sister Wives 2010. So it was 13 years at that point. I had 13 years of questions after watching this show. And Hayden was a real sport. I mean, he answered everything, and it was good. I have no complaint.
yeah, I enjoyed it.
Everybody who watched has complaints because I, didn't let him finish. But yeah, so Meri looks good though. So now, when are we going to see Janelle?
Mm, I think Janelle would be happy with like a casual date, someone she could go out to dinner with. If she wanted to see a movie, maybe go hiking.
But like, what the thing that scares me with Janelle is that she keeps saying like, she wouldn't mind going back into like another plural setting. And I'm like, come on, Janelle.
Mm,
I mean, and if that's what she wants, that's what she wants. If that makes her happy, then, good for her. But like, I don't know.
But does she really? I mean, she's talked now how, she enjoys her time. Basically, she doesn't have to answer to anyone. She can do as she pleases. If she wants to pack up and go to North Carolina for 3 weeks, then she does.
I like, if Janelle were to go into like another plural setting, she's beyond like the birth giving years, right? So what would she be signing up for? To be like, I guess, like a third or fourth wife and more of a nanny? Like, like what, you know what I mean? Like what is
Yeah.
what will she be getting out of it? And let's not forget that Janelle's mom married Cody's dad. So I guess, when Janelle's mom married Cody's dad, she was like, in the same position, I want to say. I mean, Cody, Janelle's mom wasn't giving birth to anybody anytime soon. And maybe she just likes the security of the plural thing. But look at what the first plural thing happened, and the result. I don't know.
Maybe she just wants, the family unit with all the kids and that, I don't see her, I honestly don't see her going to another plural family. I do feel like that she is going to be around Christine and David quite a bit
Yeah.
and his family. So I think she's, they want that family unit and they've got that. And apparently from the wedding, as you can see, like his family's a lot like that. So I think she's just going to try to like, be like more meld into the family and, oh yeah,
I also don't think Janelle needs anybody. Of all the people, like I feel like Janelle is the most independent, and she'd be happy not even being with anybody,
right?
Because she's conservative and she keeps everything like close to the vest. So again, I mean, Janelle could already be in a family. We wouldn't know it. I don't think Janelle would share it.
Yeah, I think she could be like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm on the outskirts. Yeah, if I want to date this guy, I will. But I think she comes across more as she would like a companion. Like, hey, do you want to go to the movies with me? And
Yeah.
I don't know that she's necessarily longing for a romantic relationship. She could be.
I don't think she is either, and I do think that she's still kind of hung up on Cody a little bit. But then again, if you were to tell me when this show first started that Christine would be the one to get away first and move on, I'd be like, no, because Christine I thought was like the most, devoted to the religion, and because Janelle came from, that wasn't Janelle's background prior to this. Hey, Wendy. So, and then I've also, I'm friends with Molly, and, Molly does that. What is that? The plexus thing? What is it called? the Plexus, and Molly does a lot of events with Janelle and Christine because they're both like, I guess, Plexus representatives. That's like the losing weight thing, right? Is that what that
the
is?
pink powder.
And I've asked Molly, I'm like, you got to tell me like what they're like, and she's like, oh, I got you. And from what Molly told me, Christine likes to have fun and knock a couple back and, be goofy, which kind of shows on the TV, Christine's goofiness, but a good goofiness, not just goofy, but, a fun, that sense of goofy. And Chris, I'm like, well, does Janelle drink or like, what's going on? I need to know like how she is, like, in person. And she's like, she goes, maybe I've seen her have her had, one drink that she nursed, So she's pretty much what I thought. She's pretty much how I thought she'd be off camera, than on. Any word from Cody Brown? Let me look. Let me check Instagram. Not what? No, he wouldn't say dick. Let me see. Let me see Cody.
Yeah,
but good for Meri.
I find it odd that they're doing this, Christine Brown's wedding, and they're like showing him. It's like, could you have not given this woman her 2 episodes? Like Meri, okay, that was fine, but she was like, I really don't know what's happening, but I do wish her a lot of luck. And Cody is just being all, Debbie Downer, and well, I hope he can make her happy. I mean, is it possible, really?
I think that answers Joa's question there. Yeah, that's pretty much what he said about Christine's marriage. Hey, Tony Ann. So yeah, he's commented on it. I would, and like I'm surprised Cody isn't throwing a party for Meri moving on, to be honest with you. Like, because I'm sure that Cody still loved Christine, and that's why he took it so hard. And and I'm sure he, remember like that episode when him and Janelle go out after they have the fight at Christmas and they hadn't spoken, and was it their anniversary or her birthday? I can't remember. And he's like, I'm so giddy. It's like having a first date. Like, do I kiss her at the end? Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
We covered it like not that long ago. And, you don't hear him talking about that like Meri. You haven't even been hearing him talk about that about Robin. So,
yeah, it was odd. Hold on, I go find my charger.
I didn't watch the wedding episode yet either. To be honest, I still haven't seen it.
There we go. It's okay, Grace. It's okay. Don't come move.
We were supposed to cover it this week, but then a lot of things happened, so we haven't gotten there yet, but we'll get to it.
We'll get to it. So yesterday was, as we know, Martin Luther King Day at work. So I started my day out at 7:45, and I had IT issues until 11:18. So the company I work for, we get like an extra, they call it a wellness break. So we get one of those, and it's just basically a half an hour off the phone. Different departments have different. So I went from that, and then my wellness break and lunch were all scheduled together. So I took those, and at 1:00, my boss came and said, hey, you want to leave at 1? I was like, well, sure. So the rough 5 minutes that I worked yesterday was excruciatingly hard.
But I'm looking at Christine's IG now, and I can just pull it up on this. Let me see. Let me see here. Search. Oh, there she is.
Do you
what is that?
Hope for Meri and Christine to maybe reconcile?
Did anybody think that Christine was holding two other things? Real quick, when you look at that.
Yeah.
Like, what is? I'm like, dang, Christine, you really moved on to the saucier side. Is it just my dirty brain that thought
Your dirty
Christine was
brain.
holding, something stimulating in her hands, maybe more stimulating than this drink? Oh my God. I'm like, dang, Christine, talk about moving on.
I have enjoyed the talkbacks that they've been doing,
Oh,
particularly when they're in their house.
wow. Talking about moving on. Okay. I'm like, dang, Christine's really like, she don't care. Okay. But those are drinks, everybody. Get your mind out of the gutter. Or whatever they are. I don't know. I'm back with another post with this
Maybe
amazing
they're
drink.
vibrating shots. We don't know.
Actually, that's probably why she had the picture like that, so people would click on it because Lord knows I did. Let's see. Very nice. Let's see here. They look great.
They do. They look very happy, and she had a perfect amount of gush and mush for the wedding, and she seemed happy. Her children were happy, all of those who were in attendance. And I think she even made a statement like, if all of my children were here, like all 18 of them, we would be welcome them.
I believe that.
100% I do.
Oh God, Jeanette, y'all need to like work on like your like stock photo here, guys. Come on. See, y'all should know better. Look, come on, Janelle, with that. Oh boy. Let's see. But yeah. I mean, don't expect to find anything on Janelle's page that would be remotely saucy. She was extra excited. What is she excited about? Let's see. What is Janelle excited about here? Uh-oh, there's no sound.
I haven't been on very much, but Savannah and I were at Disney, and then we came home, and then everything's been kind of crazy. But now it feels like I finally put my Christmas in storage. I took it down a couple of weeks ago, but I finally put it in storage. It feels like January is beginning in earnest, right? I will tell you, so this morning, I am really horrible at making doctor's appointments to take care of myself, right? I think any of you can relate. Life gets really busy. It's easy to put it off. So I finally went and had my mammogram this morning. It took like 15 minutes. I don't know I don't know why I put that off, but it's been a few years anyway. And I thought, why do we do that? Why do we put those off? It took 15 minutes. It was so easy. I was in, I was out, I was done. And I'm like, why do we do that? Why do we put those things off? Especially as women, I think, especially when we're in a caretaker role, we have busy jobs, whatever it is. And I just thought, you know what? This year, I think we need to all just make sure we.
Okay. I don't think I've ever seen somebody so excited about getting a mammogram before.
Woot woot, mammogram.
That's like when like they put like your breast assist like in like the clamp there, right? And they go down on it.
Yep.
I was watching. I think it was like Neighbors or Neighbors 2 when Rose Byrne was getting one, and they couldn't get it down. I couldn't even imagine getting it down the right way or whatever. Yes, that's also equally as important. Thank you, Rita. I guess I should be saying that on the men's side of things.
What have I missed?
You know what scares me is that like colonoscopy time is rapidly approaching. I'm like, like I don't want to do it. It's time for like your first, I'll be 45 in March, and like the colonoscopy, the date with the devil, is coming with the colonoscopy. I'm like, I don't want to do it. So that's something to look forward to. MTC Paul says not to get one. I mean, MTC says don't be scared to get one. God. Hey, cat lover.
Okay.
So let me see. What else do we got here? Brown wise. So yeah, I mean, it's weird. You don't see any pictures of her and Leon. I wonder how that's. I
Yeah.
wonder how that's going. Where is Leon? I know Leon lives in Chicago or whatnot, but where is he? Well, she looks like she's happy. She does like them selfies.
She's a selfie queen.
Yeah, she could give me like some like light Darcy vibes. Hey little shoe. Hey Barbara. So yeah, so if you're just joining now, Meri is got a man who looks slightly like Cody Brown. This is it. Now, do we know if Amos here is are they being monogamous? Or is Amos part of another, has a whole polygamous family on its own? That's my question.
Mine too. Like,
I'm gonna guess and
where
say-
is this dude? Is he in Para 1? Is he going to stay in Para 1? Is he in Flagstaff? I need more answers.
I don't know why she'd want anybody in Flagstaff. I honestly don't. And you don't see her pretty much with any of the family. So, but then again, if this guy was part of another polygamous, the head of another polygamous household, maybe he wouldn't want his picture being taken and posted on Instagram. Because remember how annoyed Cody's wives were when he was like dating Robin, and they didn't even want him to hold her hand after the courtship was over. So I don't know. No, Meri does look good. I'll give her that. She looks happy. Maybe all those years of stress and she finally got away from him. Listen, there's a lot of people related to people, especially in this family. Isn't it like Meri's brother was related to to Robin's family, and then Christine was related. God, I have the family tree here, somewhere here. But pretty much everybody kind of, with the exception of Janelle, who came later, was kind of like related to somebody else. Because, they have to, and it's not that big of a pool of people. Of course, Jay Freak, come on. He test rode that. He test drove that. Both. Yep, that's also true. And I don't know what else more to say about it other than congratulations, Meri. It looks like you're happy. And hey, Kimmy. Cody, Kimmy. Janelle was married to Meri's brother. Yeah, it's too much. I can't. Janelle, wait, where's Potato? Kimmy. Janelle was married to Meri. Janelle was married to Meri's brother before Cody and Robin. X is Christine's cousin. Well, that just made it a lot more confusing. Wait, Janelle was married. And they were all married to somebody else that they're related to. The end. There you go. And I want to, with that being said, we're gonna. I know MTT mentioned the thing about like they're doing the strikes back. I guess they're doing the episodes where they watch the episode and commentate on it, and we could do that. I'm hoping that things get back to normal in a few days. where I can get my head back in the game with all this, because again, I haven't been keeping up with stuff in the TV world. So yeah, we'll do the talks back. Wicked, you saw the wedding. Is it even worth covering?
It wasn't too bad. It was lovely. I don't think it was a two-parter. It could have been like a 90-minute episode.
So who was there?
It was all the kids and
All the kids?
yeah, all the kids. They did get a group picture with Leon and
Wait,
all
Leon
the
was
other.
actually there?
Leon was there.
Wow.
Yeah. And
Was
so
Meri
yeah.
there?
Huh?
Was Meri there?
Meri was not. The adults that didn't come, of course, were Meri and Robin. But as far as the children, and they had even made a comment like, had all the children come, they would have been welcome. So had Dayton and Aurora and whomever decided to come, they would have been welcomed with open arms.
Wow, Gwendolyn's always like just like a thorn in someone's side. She just has to be like that kid. How do you not? And Gwendolyn's Christine's daughter, like full daughter. Like I don't understand why. Why? Because let me guess. Why didn't Gwen go? Because Peyton was there. Did they talk about that in the show?
Don't believe so.
That's just crappy. I'm sorry. Gwendolyn should have went. It's your mom's wedding. Oh, exams. There's always a way around that. Sorry. I mean, I went to college. Everyone wants to talk about it. You could always get like, you could always do an exam. But anyways, I guess she couldn't get out of it. All right. So Gwen couldn't make it. I feel like there's more to that though. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Knowing what I do know in the past, I feel like there might be more to it than just, oh, I had exams. I don't know. That's my opinion.
Yeah, I think if I watched it again and watched it, because I was watching it in between the when they're doing the look backs and they're doing the front and the back, and I think if I just kind of got away from those and just watched the episode in its entirety, that I would have appreciated it more.
Well, yeah, and like that was touched on when I had Peyton up last year, and I think we went into that a little bit about the whole, and then Gwen, don't forget, Gwen got super mad because when I had Peyton up, that's when all of them started doing their Patreons, and Gwen was making some good money off of her Patreon talking about the family, and then she had just started, and then here comes Peyton on my YouTube just saying everything, and I think she was a little bitter about that. Plus, her and Peyton just do not get along to begin with. So
Right.
I'm sure that kind of just added
I think it
fuel
was
to the fire.
crappy of her not to show up to her mother's wedding because she's got beef with her brother. It was a big enough place, He walked his mom down the aisle, handed him off to his grandpa.
Oh, Peyton walked her down?
Yeah.
Oh, that was sweet.
And then, her dad probably walked her like maybe 3 steps and then actually gave her away.
That's very sweet. Okay, now I have to watch it because now I have to see it.
Yeah, it was good.
The thing I'm most shocked about is that Leon was actually there. I would never have saw coming. Good for Leon. I thought that he pretty much wrote himself off of anything that had to do with the family. And so, I mean, did they say if Meri actually did she get an invite, Meri? Did they talk about who was invited and who wasn't?
Yes.
Oh, so she said she didn't invite Meri.
Correct. They didn't invite Meri. Meri was at home doing other things, I guess, around the B&B. She might have been out with this fellow. We don't know.
Okay. But she invited Leon.
But Leon was definitely invited. Of course, Robin and Cody weren't invited, but their children were more than welcome to come. And then all of the children were there.
See, I agree with life is a beach here. Like, I'm sure that if Gwendolyn went to the teacher and said, "Listen, my mom is getting married. I have to be there on this day," they would work something out. And if the teacher wanted to be a prick, then you go over his head to the dean. And if the dean's a dick, then you go to the president. I mean, there are ways around it. But no, I'm actually I am too. I'm glad that they included Leon. That makes me feel good. I like that because they pretty much. And Leon was formerly Mariah. So if you don't know who, when we're mentioning who Leon is, it was Meri's only kid who was presented as Mariah in the beginning of the show. I hope I didn't piss anybody off with how I phrase that, but that's who Leon is. So, yeah. All right, good. All right, so then I have to watch it. I'll watch it. Speaking of watching stuff on TV, have you been watching The Traitors? Wicked?
Yes, I have.
That show
And
is so yummy.
Kate Chastain is going to be coming up in an upcoming
I
episode.
know.
I'm very excited.
I'm very, very excited. So, guys, let me drop, since we're not talking about her anymore. Let me get rid of this. Traitors is on Peacock. Peacock is only $4.99 a month. It's like the NBC/Bravo app. And I've had Peacock for 3 years now, and they've never raised the price. It's always been $4.99, and it's worth the $5. It really, really is. Especially if you're like a Housewives enthusiast, you can watch every season of any Housewives show you want on there. Plus everything else that, Below Deck, and, America's Got Talent, anything that's on NBC or Bravo, you can watch on Peacock. And also La Brea, which is one of my favorite shows that just started the 3rd season. But it's on Peacock. We watched it. I think we binged it on, we binged the whole 1st season on Sunday and Monday. It was so good we couldn't stop watching it. If it wasn't for sleep, we would have watched all of it in a row. And now the 2nd season just started. It's really, really good, and I really, really want to cover it. I think they come on Wednesday nights or Friday nights. I'm not sure. Do you know, Wicked, what night of the week it comes on?
Traitors is Friday?
I want to say Friday. So
There you go.
season 2 just started. Peacock put out the first 3 episodes in a row.
Yes.
And I can show you guys the cast if you want. I could pull that up.
Yes.
Let me pull up that. Hold on. How do I pull
I
this
think
up?
it's a Friday thing because I got Reacher and Traitors.
And it's I have a couple of complaints about it, like Wikipedia. Let me see. I think they fixed one of my complaints about it because, like, it's just not fair that the person who decides to get like murdered, in the middle of the night, like they have like no way to fight it. That kind of gets under my. But now they included the shield thing now, so if you want it bad enough, let me see The Traitors. And this is like a big show. Like there's an Australian version, there's a British version. Let me see. Seasons. Okay, so here's the cast for season 2. There might be a slight spoiler alert on this one because I can't help it.
Whoopsies.
So don't look at the screen. If you get a little bit of a spoiler, but just listen. I won't say it out loud, but the cast. And let me see here. So you have oh shoot, that's the wrong thing. You have Johnny Bananas from The Challenge and Real World, Peppermint from RuPaul's Drag Race, Marcus Jordan, who is Michael Jordan's son, Max from Dancing with the Stars. You got John Burkow, who was, I guess, the former Speaker of the English Parliament. Bergie from Love Island. I've never watched Love Island. I have no idea what that's about. Trishelle from Real World. Kate, who's I think Kate, who was on the first season and made it to the end of the show but lost. She's coming back, I think, the episode on Friday. Ekin Sue, who was on Love Island. I never watched that. Sandra from Survivor, who won twice. Everybody knows if you watch Survivor, everybody knows who Sandra is. Dan from Big Brother. He's like a big Brother person. MJ from Shaws of Sunset. Tamara from OC. Oh, Kevin from Bling Empire. I've never even heard of that show, but he's from there. Phaedra from Atlanta. Janelle from Big Brother. Larsa from Miami. Pavarti from Survivor. CT from The Challenge and Real World. Peter from The Bachelorette. Sheree from Atlanta. And Deontay, who is like a professional boxer. It's really, really good. It's called The Traitors. It's on Peacock. And they might give you like some type of like free trial with it. Again, it's only $5. They've never raised the price. I want everybody to watch it so we can cover it. It's addicting. It's really, really good. So you can watch the whole first season on Peacock now, and you can watch the first 3 episodes of season 2 that was just released on Friday. CT got old though, right, Lainey? Like, I'm like, oh my God, that's CT. Like I was thinking when he was back, like on Real World Paris, right? He was on Paris. Wasn't CT on Paris? I know all you kids who are my age watch every season of The Real World because that's what we grew up on. But I'm like, dang, CT, like you got old, man. Just like I did. We were the same age. What's the premise? The premise is it's kind of like Big Brother-esque, like all these celebrity, well, you know, reality stars and blah blah blah. They're in a house, and it starts off with like 22 people, and of those 22 people, 3 of them are traitors, meaning they have to go out and pretend like, you know, they're not trying to screw everything up for everybody. And those 3 traitors every night have to go and decide just to off somebody. And then if that person gets a letter from them, they're off the show, no questions asked, they have to move. Then they do missions for money. And then they have a banishment ceremony where the whole house will try to banish who they think is a traitor. And 9 out of 10 times, they always get it wrong. So, but I don't want to say anything yet, but they're on to Dan. But that's all I'll say. It's very similar to Big Brother. You know, they banish, you know, instead of evicting people, they banish people. It's similar. And you know, there's a mission where they add money to the kitty, you know, for a grand total of $250,000. And it's very addicting. I mean, it took me up until Sunday to start watching it, the first season, and it's good. So we're gonna start covering it. I'll give you guys. You're all on notice to start watching it. It's $5. It's not gonna break the bank. And start watching it. And again, you have access to everything that's ever been on NBC and Bravo too. So if you like the Housewives like I do, it's really worth the money. And that's it. Start watching because we're gonna start covering it. I'm mad that we watched them all in a row because I want to watch more. Like, you know, when you binge something and you binge it to death and then it's over and you're like, damn, why didn't it spread that out more? That's how I feel right now. Right? Am I the only one that feels that way? I think we lost Wicked. I'm gonna mute Wicked. Wicked, I'm gonna drop you down. It was late. She was in bed. She probably fell asleep. Wouldn't be the first time I put somebody to sleep. So I'm gonna drop you down, Wicked. If you're still awake, you come back up, okay? And it's tasty. I love it. And that's pretty much it. So congratulations to We Love You, Wendy. Again, congratulations to Meri and her new man, Amos. And I don't know if I want to do an after show. Oh, well, you know what? Funny, I was going to mention that. We did get snow last night. It snowed overnight. We got like an inch or two, and it's rare when it snows here because because of where we live by the ocean, and it's not all that often that we get snow. So when it snows here, like we either get a blizzard or we get like nothing. So we got like a little dusting. We saw snow for the first time in 2 years here. And then Georgie's never seen snow. So I kind of had to be a dick and throw him in the snow. He loved it. He loved it. So I had to give him his little baptism via snow last night. And then what happened was that it rained at like, I don't know, 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning and washed all the snow away. So no more snow. We had snow for a hot minute. It's incredibly cold here, I'll say that. But then after my friends in Canada told me it was negative 67 degrees Fahrenheit, I really feel bad saying it's cold here, like when it's 20. So I don't know how you people in Canada, Barbie, MTT, I don't know how you all do it. Negative 67. Oh, hell no. No, thank you. But yeah, we got a little bit of snow. It's 24 degrees here right now. And it's usually never this cold here. So tomorrow we're supposed to have like a high of 16. So yeah, cold. Not as cold as negative 67, though. I'll say that. Crazy. And that's it. So maybe I'll just do a quick after show. If you guys want to join, it'll be on the middle level, the 90 Day Fiance level. And maybe we go like a little bit more into detail about Meri and stuff like that. So with that being said, I wish you guys a good night. Start watching Traitors, please. 12, yeah. Again, it's not negative. I can't feel bad when I say it's cold when people are like it's negative 67 degrees. I feel silly saying it's cold when people are saying it's negative 67. Jesus, I couldn't even fathom how cold it is. When I went to college upstate in New York by in between Rochester and Buffalo, it would be like negative 10, negative 15 when I had to walk to like my 8 o'clock in the morning class, and that was unbearable. Negative 67. Jesus. I'd give up. So I'll see you guys in a hot second. I'll set up the after show now. It'll be like in 5 minutes on the middle tier, the 90 Day Fiance level. If one of the mods can drop that in the chat, that'd be great. And I'll see you guys in a few. Bye, everybody.